Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. I'm always excited to talk to everyone and kind of, give updates about what's going on in the mortgage world here at Zillow, but also just being able to chat with people and getting feedback on your questions and being able to answer those for you. Before we dive into today's topic and talking points, I want to display my screen if it'll go. Just a second here. Little tech snafu this morning. I have my coffee though, so that's good. All right, so you should see Zillow Group Mortgages on your page. For those of, I just clicked the wrong button. I apologize. I need to drink more coffee this morning. All right, there we go. Let me move my toolbar so I don't do that again. Okay. So for those of you who are new to our webinars and are not familiar with me, my name is Mary Weiss and I'm the content manager here at Zillow Group Mortgages. My role is to provide webinars such as this, along with managing our lender resource center and all of the resources that are available there, including video, content, articles, and so on and so forth. I'm also the president of our Women's Impact Network here at Zillow Group, which is an awesome network of, I want to say almost 600 women. So that's really exciting. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My email address is on your screen. marywe@zillowgroup.com is my email for those of you who are dialed in and not able to see my screen. Along with me today, I have Jessica from our mortgage support team. Jess, will you introduce yourself?
Yes, I sure will. Thanks for having me on today. I'm Jessica. I'm on our mortgage support team. We're based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. So the majority of people that we work with are in our Seattle office, but we're kind of in the middle of the United States. So it's nice and hot here right now. So I think we're supposed to hit 100 degrees today. So it's going to be a very warm day. But for what our team does, we provide direct assistance for all of our lenders on Zillow. So if you're having any questions about reviews or your profile or any type of licensing issues or anything like that, you can email our team. We respond very quickly, which I think everyone appreciates greatly. And so, yeah, we're always here to help you guys out and make life working on your Zillow profile just a little bit easier.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here today. I can attest to your team being awesome. You guys have always been extremely quick and helpful whenever I've had to send anything your way. So much appreciated.
Thanks.
So before we dive in, I want to cover a few logistics first. So first and foremost, recording of this webinar will be available through our Lender Resource Center next week. For the link to that, it's on your page, zillow.com/lender-resources. For those of you who are dialed in, you will be able to view that information through the email that was sent out to you, welcoming you or inviting you to join this webinar. If you have any questions or suggestions for topics, you can reach out to us at mortgagewebinars@zillowgroup.com. Or if you have any questions about your account or you have troubles with reviews, anything of that nature, you can reach out to the support team at mortgagesupport@zillowgroup.com. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Lender Resource Center today to start. And last month, we talked a little bit about the new updates that went live. So that means all the new articles and resources that are available. This month, I've updated a few of our articles, or more than a few, I want to say all of them, because of the launch of Connect. So I went through every single article and resource available on our site to make sure everything was updated and ready for the new launch. So the resources section, which are individual articles, that has been updated and reorganized. Some of the duplicate articles have been removed, which I'm personally very happy about. And then we also have some new courses on our Lender Academy. So the Lender Academy is a self-paced instructional courses where you can learn about a single topic. So the two, as you can see in the screen here, are getting the most out of Zillow Group Connect and of course introducing Connect by Zillow Group Mortgages. For those of you who do not know what Connect is, this is the webinar for you. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm going to do a little bit of a live demo here. If you give me a second to get this on the screen. So this is our Lender Resource Center, and Lender Academy is here, as you can see. All right, so I'm actually going to pull up our Connect course and the video. We have a fancy new video that I'm excited to premiere for you today. If you haven't visited this page, this will be brand new for you. Some of you may already be on Connect, so this won't be anything new to you. But
many lenders are facing uncertainty with how to find new customers. If you're looking for a way to grow your purchase pipeline this year, you'll want to capture buyers where they're shopping for homes, which is online. Zillow Group Mortgages can help with our newest platform, Connect. Many consumers realize early on that they need to speak with a mortgage professional to understand what options are available to them first. However, buyers who want that information may not be ready to talk just yet, and when they are ready, they don't always get a follow-up in a timely manner. Not a good experience. We are changing that with Connect. A potential buyer who is serious about learning what financing options are available can request to speak with or find an available lender to reach out to. How it works. When a potential buyer requests to talk now, Zillow Group Mortgages sends a text alert opportunity to participating lenders. The first lender to claim that opportunity will receive the contact details. Not available to speak with a prospect right now? No problem. Claim contacts only when you're available. Another available lender will receive contact information for potential buyers who have requested to speak with a lender now, creating a much better experience for everyone. Want to spend less time chasing leads and more time on meaningful conversations? Take the first step and call today to learn more about Connect.
well, there you have it. That is Connect in kind of a nutshell. I wanted to talk a little bit about why we decided to launch Connect. So Connect is a way, as you can tell by the video, to connect consumers to our lenders. And before, many of you probably heard of our last platform, Longform. If you were on it and had canceled, or maybe you're transitioning and migrating from Longform to Connect, you haven't had a chance to speak with your business consultant yet. You should if you haven't. So the main issue that we were hearing from our consumers was that they weren't getting a follow-up in a timely manner. Almost half, if not more, were not getting a call back, which is a terrible experience for them when this is the biggest financial decision that they're going to ever make in their lives. And they need a trusted expert who's going to follow up with them and build that trust and rapport early on to guide them through that process. So when they don't get a call back, it makes for a really bad experience, and then it makes it harder for them to want to trust someone that they're reaching out to on the internet. So we decided to change that. And of course, on the lender side, having the ability to claim a contact only when you're available means that you're not going to lose that opportunity. That means if you're on vacation, or you're in the middle of a call, or in a client meeting, or you're with your family, you don't have to worry about losing that opportunity, because someone else will be able to follow up instead, which means that you're not having to stop what you're doing to deal with the contact and follow up and saying, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm in the middle of something, can I give you a call back later? It's just a better experience overall. So for those of you who are interested, I'm happy to get you connected to our sales team to learn more, but I wanted to kind of share a little bit about the updates with Connect and why we decided to make that change. And also, I know this is probably a question that'll come up, but how does that compare to co-marketing? Well, co-marketing is under our agent side. Many of you probably have heard about co-marketing or currently are advertising there. It's basically just shared advertising. There's no guarantee that you'll get any leads. It's just the presence that you're paying for online. Whereas with Connect and the mortgage side, you do get your leads, and it's based on your own activity. So once you get the texted opportunity to you, you claim that, and you know exactly how many leads you'll get that month. So completely different experience. A lot of the people going through the co-marketing side are looking just to speak with the agent first, whereas on the mortgage side, they are actually interested in speaking with the lender. So I wanted to clarify and give you the difference between the two. And of course, we'll answer any questions at the end of the webinar if you wanted to pop them into that Q&A that's in your little floating toolbar, or you can also chat them in. Some of the things that we've required as part of our advertising platform on the mortgages side were reviews, and that's not required anymore for Connect. However, I do want to note that having reviews are extremely important for your brand presence. People are still going to go to your profile. They're going to continue to read reviews to see what other experiences people had working with you. It's social proof that you're able to actually provide the service that they need from you. And we find that oftentimes people who are online searching for homes are also doing a lot of research about what financial options are available, and they reach out when they can't find that exact information. So they have this thought of, I need this information now, but I need to know that the person I'm reaching out to can actually help me. So your reviews are extremely important for that in order to be successful in any online advertising, along with just having an online presence in general. If you go to LinkedIn, LinkedIn would count, but I meant Yelp. There we go. I was like, what's the one that we all go to for restaurant reviews? Yelp. Or we go to Google and type in someone's name and see what pops up. And a lot of times you'll pop in reviews after something if you're unfamiliar. And mortgages and real estate information, other professionals, it's no different. People want to know that information, so continue to get reviews, which will actually tie into some of the other updates that we've made, and I'll let Jessica take over to discuss that.
So a few months ago, it's probably been about 6 months ago, we brought you the ability to share your reviews on social media. And we did that with a few transitions, updates on our site. But they were difficult to find. It was hard for people to navigate that. So we actually made some great improvements just very recently. And so I want to point that out to you. You will actually be able to see these changes on your profile now. If you go to your public profile when you're logged into your account, you'll now see a share option next to each review. When you click on that share option, you're going to have the ability to share to different social media sites now. Instead of just copying that link and then having to actually go to that social media site to share, it's going to link automatically for you now, as long as you're logged into those accounts. So as long as you're logged into your Facebook account automatically, it will pull up a very nice box, give you an option to write a really great post, and then link that review right there. So it's very easy. It's going to be very easy to transition to share these reviews between your different social media sites. And we see lenders that are sharing through social media with reviews. They're getting more hits on their profile, which is fantastic. So you're driving business back to your Zillow profile, and you're also letting your friends and family and other people that you're connected with know that other people are taking the time to share their great experiences. So we've always said on our site, reviews are so important, and this is just a way for you to get that information out to your other contacts in the community that maybe wouldn't just land on your Zillow page. So this is going to be a great tool for you. Definitely take advantage of it. Like I said, we have multiple social media sites that are linked now to your Zillow profile, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's one thing that I think is really great about this feature is that, as you can see in the screen, you get to type the message, but then underneath you actually see your picture and they can read the review there. So even though we want them to go back to your profile, they get to see all of that information on the social media site. So in this case, Facebook. They can see that full review there. And if they're interested in learning more, then they can click that and it'll take them back to your profile. But I think that was such a great enhancement because prior to this, it was a little bit, it didn't show all that information, but now it shows and it's a lot more seamless. And it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks fantastic now, and it's very on par with how other sites are sharing reviews and linking data between websites, which is great.
And I'm seeing a couple of questions. Rosemary, your question about a website or video that shows this. So we don't currently have a video that shows this. However, this webinar will be available next week, the recording. So if you wanted the screenshots, it'll be available in the webinar recording. And I will also have some resources available on our Lender Resource Center soon. Given our Connect launch, it just launched this week, I'll be honest, on the 11th, which was Monday. So I'm a one-woman show when it comes to our Lender Resource Center. So I write all the articles and I get all the information together. So I have this calendar that I'm working through to make sure we get all these resources up and available. So this was a newer release, but I will have that up shortly. And so check out that link. So we are going to open up with the question and answers. I do see quite a few questions coming in. So Miguel, I see your question about long form. If you're already on the long form platform, does Connect happen automatically? The question is no. There's some things that we have to do in our system to make that happen. So please reach out to your business consultant. I'm sure he or she has been trying to reach out to you to get that set up. They have to, as I said, there's some billing things that they have to take care of. So please reach out to them. If you don't reach out, there will be a time where some things will change over and you may lose your spot in your market, and we don't want that to happen. There's a question about the cost of leads in San Francisco. So we are moving away from having a cost per lead model. So prior, if you're familiar with long form, there were individual costs for leads. We are no longer charging on that basis. Instead, how it works is there's a subscription, and it starts out at a different amounts depending on whether or not you're on long form now currently, or if you're a brand new customer. But it's about $1,000 a month, and that will give you enough opportunities, as long as you claim them within the month, to build out a purchase pipeline. But to talk more about market availability, I would definitely get you over to our sales team. They can go into all those details and kind of go a little bit more into what that looks like for you. Rosemary, I see all your comments and questions. Yes, please feel free to share these webinars. All of our webinar recordings are available on our Lender Resource Center. So if you go to Zillow.com/lender-resources. Actually, let me just go to the next slide. It'll be on your screen. There's a webinars tab, and you can click on that, and you'll see upcoming webinars along with past webinar recordings there. So you can check those out. We also have a YouTube channel where I post all of our recordings, just in case you wanted to see them all in one place and not have to navigate through the YouTube video player.
Also, Rosemary, I'd like to mention, if there is specific questions that you have when you're doing those trainings with your new LOs, let us know, because we can give you some great content for how to request reviews. That information is also in our Lender Academy, so definitely reference back to that. But if you're finding that you're not locating something that you're in need of, either reach out to the mortgage support team, or that would be the best place. Just send us an email and let us know what you're looking for, and we can definitely make sure that we get you that information. So the best thing you can do is train your LOs how to do this. So it will make life so simple for everyone involved. So let us know how we can help.
And Renee, to answer your question, my contact information, you can reach out to us at Mortgage Webinars if you have questions about webinars specifically, or that email goes directly to me as well. So if you have questions that you need help with regarding webinars or content, you can reach out to me there. And as Jessica was saying, if you have questions about your profile or anything that you need help with specifically, mortgage support will be your best bet for help with that. So Catherine, your question with Connect about how many lenders will have access to the same lead when notified via text. So that's the great thing, is that Even though multiple lenders receive the text, the first one to claim it is the only one who gets those contact details. So we're not sending that out to multiple people, only to the lender who claimed it. That isn't to say that that borrower or consumer won't go back through and potentially submit a separate request. If they do that, we don't have a way to mitigate or make sure it goes back to the same lender. But that's why it's incredibly important to make sure you're following up right away. That way you don't miss out, and that way they don't feel the need to go back and submit it a second time. A couple of questions going back to reviews. So Anthony asks, will a 5-star Zillow review also give me a 5-star review rating on Google and Facebook? So Jess, I'll let you answer that one.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I don't believe so, but I could be wrong. I would have to double check on that. So I'm not sure if those transfer over. We can definitely get you a response though for that.
Yeah, Anthony, if you want to email them, they can
Yes.
make sure to flag that and get the exact answer for you so that we know to follow up with you directly.
I know when you search for your name on Google and it pulls up your profile, it will show if you have 5 stars right there on the page, but I'm not sure if that's what you're asking for. So we can definitely clarify that for you though.
Perfect. Jody asks, is there a way for our marketing department to share individual reviews on the overall company social site without having to log into the individual's profile?
Yes, Jody, you'll be able to go to your company profile, and you'll also have the option to share all of the reviews. So any reviews that have been left for an individual loan officer will also show on your corporate profile, as long as everything was tagged correctly by the consumer that was writing the review. So you'll be able to see this same format that we just showed you in the presentation. You'll also see that on your corporate profile. So you can share away.
And if that, for whatever reason, doesn't display, it could, the most common reason I see that happening on my end is because there's a DBA or some sort of company name difference, and it has to just match exactly. So your loan officer has to have the same exact company name as the company profile for the reviews to sync. But we can help you with that, no biggie.
Definitely.
Joanne asks, what is the easiest way for customers to leave reviews?
Joanne, the easiest way, there's 2 ways that you can have someone write a review, but I believe the easiest way is just to have them land on your profile. Directing them to your profile, they will be able to just hit the write review button, and they can write the review right there. So you can provide them a link, which can be found on your reviews page within your lender hub. But I like to direct people to the actual profile because then they can see other content about you. They can see past reviews that have been written, and then they can just hit that write review button and they're ready to go.
We have a lot of questions coming in. I apologize if I haven't gotten to your question yet. I'm trying to scroll through. So on the top of the list here, how many lenders will have access to the same set of leads for Connect? So we already answered that. It's based on whoever claims the contact first. So whoever claims that contact first gets the contact details. The other lenders do not get that information. In fact, if you don't win that opportunity, our system will send you a text back saying, sorry, you didn't get this contact, but we'll know to make sure to include you on other text opportunities coming up. And then the second part of that question was also, if we have automation in place to handle long form and co-marketing leads, can we use automation to reach out to the Connect leads? And yes, absolutely. So once you win that contact, all that information we'll send to you via email. You'll get another text alert, and you'll also get that information pushed directly into your CRM, so long as you have that set up. And your business consultant will make sure all of those details are in place for you, because we don't want you to miss out on any opportunities or ability to follow up if you don't have those systems in place. So they'll double check everything before activating you. Catherine asks, are notifications for Connect only available via text? So initially, once a contact comes into the system and says, I want to talk to a lender, we only send that out via text. Now, if you don't claim that contact, then there's just no way for you to win the contact. However, once you do win the contact, then it does get dispersed and sends that information to you via email in the CRM, as I mentioned before. If you have other questions about that, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to our sales team, and they can go a little bit more into details and see if there's some options for you there. We have a lot of people who have team members or broadcast lines and things like that that might be able to help. So you can check with them and see what the best opportunity would be for you. So Mercedes, you asked, is this program for any company or just your loan officers? So this program is a best fit for individual loan officers, but that doesn't mean that we don't have companies set up on that. This is something that you'll want to discuss directly with one of our sales executives. They can go over what the best options are for you and your company. And I see you also asked, does it cost money to have a profile? No, profiles are free. We do not charge you for reviews. We do not charge you to have any rankings in our lender directory. The only things that cost money are if you wanted to advertise on Connect or through any of our other advertising platforms. What's the process that happens on the lender end to actually claim the lead? Once the text message is sent out, we send that out to a group of lenders to make sure that that consumer will get a call back from someone as soon as possible. So once the individual lender claims the contact, you get confirmation of that with the contact details. So it'll tell you their name, their information, so you can quickly reach out to them. And then you can also check your email and check your CRM for the additional details of that contact. So it uses the same long form questionnaire that's on our site, but we ask them a different question at the end about how they want to get connected with the lender. We can definitely go over that more in detail with you if you wanted to speak with one of our sales executives. All right, so we have time for 2 more questions. So custom quotes, I see someone asking about custom quotes pricing. This is actually, custom quotes is a completely different program altogether, and it has a different pricing system. I would recommend reaching out to David Countryman. He will be the person to talk to. If you need his contact information, I will have a poll up right now. Actually, I'm going to launch this. So just let me know if you want to be followed up with, and just leave a comment here saying that you would like to talk about custom quotes so that I can see that attached to your name. Let's see, last question. Let's see. If a customer left a review on Facebook, can we have that transferred to Zillow without getting the customer involved? And Julie's asking that question.
Julie, the review does have to be left on our platform, so they would actually have to create a profile on our site and then leave a review for you. So we don't have any way to transfer those because content, forms, and all of that are different. And then we also have to verify that for security purposes that they've actually created an account on our site.
Alrighty, we are out of time. However, I see that there's so many more questions here left unanswered. I'm going to quickly take a screenshot of this so that I can follow up with you all and make sure that your questions do get answered. Please answer yes in the poll if you would like for one of our sales executives to reach out to you to discuss more details about Connect. If you are currently on our long form platform, please do reach out to your business consultant and discuss that migration with them. If you don't talk to them soon, you may lose your spot, and we don't want that to happen because there are wait lists. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here today and for taking time out of your busy days to learn more about some of the updates we've made that we're all so very excited about. And on your screen, again, you'll have information to reach out to us as well as information about how to find the recording and other resources that we have available. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye.